Hey guys, Derek Giddings here from the HK shooting team. I've had a whole bunch of interactions, comments and questions the last several months. It's been really a lot of fun, and several of them have been about what specifically am I using in what divisions of some of the different shooting games. So I'm going to make a two-part video on the pistols and then the rifles, HK pistols, HK rifles. The first part you're going to see now, which are the pistols that I've got in play, the HK pistols in play for the 2025 shooting season. I'll show you the pistols in play. We'll talk about the divisions I use them in and how they're set up. Then I'll follow this up with another video on the HK rifles in play for the 2025 shooting season. So thank you to everybody who's watching the videos and sending in the questions and the comments and interacting with me. I really enjoy it. Some of you have even sent me some cigars and other presents, which I really appreciate. So thank you to you guys for that too. So stand by. We'll talk about the pistols, and then I'll follow it up with another video later about the rifles. Stand by. All right, we're going to turn our attention here to the workbench, and I've got some of the tools for the 2025 season laid out on the table. And we've got a couple holsters here I'll talk about too, just to give you some info. Got some different configurations, as you can see, and let's talk about the HK pistols for the 2025 season here from left to right. So first off on the table, you can see the flared mag well right here and the 4-inch barrel, and that would tell you that it's marked VP9, and next to it I've got the K slide. So what you see here is the VP9 A1K that I've actually pulled my old VP9 upper, an old VP9 upper, and put it on the K lower for iron sights. I removed the K upper that has the red dot capability. And why did I do this, and what am I doing with this setup? As I go into it, the light's only on there for show because of what I'm doing as far as playing around with holsters. But the reason I did that is the VP9 A1K you see here is the perfect gun. It is, the gun really built for IDPA CCP, concealed carry pistol division. So this gun is the perfect gun size that division is all about to compete in, and it is an iron sight only division. So the VP9 slide has way more sighting options, and I like the adjustable rear sight, black adjustable rear with a red fiber optic front. And I can't get that combo the way I like it on the K upper frame because the rear dovetail is cut for a P2000 rear sight, which there is no adjustable rear sight that will fit that slide. So it's a real easy fix just to pull your VP9 upper off and slide it right on the K lower, and now you've got a winning combination for IDPA concealed carry division. You could also use this in stock service pistol, but this is my IDPA CCP division gun for 2025. It's currently undefeated. Every time I've used it, I've won. So I'm pretty partial to that setup right now. The other iron-sighted pistol I've got in play that I've used in stock service pistol, just shot the Georgia State match, had a top finish there. In stock service pistol, SSP, IDPA, and that's my good old trusty tried and true VP9 long slide. Again, the black adjustable rear, red fiber optic front. In this case, I have a push button on the K. You saw the paddle mag release. I can use both equally well, don't have any problems. I like to just kind of tease my brain to use both. I'm not really partial one to the other. I like them both. They're both great. So the VP9 long slide iron sight is in primarily right now these days for IDPA stock service pistol division, as a lot of the other games these days all kind of favor red dot pistols. So let's slide over to red dot pistols. You can't just have one tool in the toolbox, or in golf you can have 14 clubs. In shooting, same thing. You can't really ever have too many clubs in the bag, so to speak. And there's different tools, different clubs for different shots or problems that need solving. So why do I have 3 red dot pistols on the table to show you for what's in play? Well, we've got IDPA carry optics division, we got USPSA carry optics, we got 2-gun where you can use, in PCSL, you can use an optic on a pistol in any of the divisions. In run and gun type competitions, red dots are really an advantage. You don't have to use them. You can use iron sights, but when you start getting into 50 to 100 yard pistol type shots, a red dot is a huge advantage in terms of getting hits quick at great distance for a pistol. So I've got 3 different setups. My tried and true since the Optic Ready long slide came out, and I still use this quite frequently because it's got the Trijicon SRO, which is still my favorite red dot sight. But again, this can be used for pretty much anything. You know, right now I'm playing a lot with. I've tried some other different optics just to see if I like anything better than the SRO, and the VP9 A1F has currently kind of been filling that role. I've shot PCSL, IDPA, USPSA, some other things with the new A1F, and I've tried a few new optics this year on it. And this one's currently got the Defender XL from Vortex. It's a nice big viewing window, much like the SRO, a little bit different shape. I don't know that I like it as much or any better. I'm undecided and still using it. In fact, I'll be using it this weekend, this particular setup in a PCSL 2-gun match, again with the Defender, just to see how I like it. So again, just a different setup, trying some different dots with these 2 combinations. This particular red dot setup with a closed emitter with the Acro sight, the Aimpoint Acro, is really my dedicated run and gun setup. So we've got a VP9L with the Acro sight and the closed emitter sight for run and gun type stuff where you're going to be out shooting in all kinds of bad weather, maybe doing river crossings, creek crossings, submerging yourself in water, going through all kinds of mud, dirt, debris, blah, blah, blah. With that closed emitter, you can just use your thumb and wipe off anything. I've seen all kinds of optics, expensive and cheap, just like this, that get filled up with mud and grit, and next thing you know, you can't get it out, you can't see your dot, you can't see a co-witness setup. You end up, if you try to clean it, it gets completely scratched up and ruined in some of these run and gun events. So it's really good to have a dot you don't mind trashing, or one, more importantly, in my case, I like to be able to keep it clean and clean it off real fast so it's usable in the worst of conditions. So those are the main setups for this year. I've done work on all of these. You know, the F comes with the enhanced trigger. You can see by that silver plating on the trigger bar there. But of course, you'll see that on my other ones, and I've done various and sundry things. They're all pretty much actually the same. Some of the brakes are a little bit different, but it's all pretty much the same. Not enough to make any changes. I like putting some grip tape. I like a real tacky grip. My hands sweat in the summertime, so I need something that's not gonna slip on me. And I've just got a bunch of tools for different things that you can see here. If you have questions about HK platforms, you know, these are all striker fired guns. I'm not a big P series kind of guy, but if you've got questions on setup, shoot me questions. Happy to help with other platforms besides the VP series. It's just not my jam, but I've shot them and I know a lot about them. The holsters I had out that I was playing around with this TLR, moving it from the K to the F. Safariland's got some great holsters out. Really, this would be stuff more for run and gun for my use, because they're a little bit slower on the draw than other holsters. But they're really nice Safariland holsters that are out right now for the 4-inch and 4.5-inch guns. This is a level. That's what is that? A level 1 retention holster, and this is a level 3, I believe, is the way I've got them out on the. No, that's the level 1. and I think that's the level 3. Anyway, really, really great stuff from Safariland. Check them out if you need a holster for your VP series. We'll cover the rifles in the next video for the 2025 season, and look forward to talking about those and sharing some of those setups with you. See you on the range. Oh, before I go, I want to show you one little thing that maybe you're aware of or not. But there's 3 different recoil springs for the VP series. Okay, there's the standard spring that you kind of see that comes in all of them now. That it's also used in the VP 40, and that's the 16 to 18.5 pound spring. There's the red recoil spring that I've got in my VP9 Ls and the A1K. And that's 14 to 16 pounds. And there's the blue spring that comes in the VP9 Match, but I've got that currently actually in my VP9 A1F, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I've done a lot of testing with some different loads. I really like the blue spring. I would highly encourage you, if you're a striker fired HK shooter, to try all 3 different springs, especially the blue match spring. You might find a little bit of sloppiness as far as when it goes into battery if you're just playing with it, but when you're actually using the gun and it's load and make ready, I've never had a malfunction or anything. It's just not as strong a spring as the red or the standard, where it just, if you don't let that slide slam forward, it's going to hang back a little bit. But I've never had a problem with it in action. Highly encourage you to try the different springs, and they're the specs. Sorry I forgot to put that in, but here it is.